Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. It's been a while with no video, nothing. But trying to make a quick video about how I feel about MNQ and NQ. Just to share with you. I hope you guys are doing well. So today, this morning, the trade was actually not trading. I'm just talking about a little bit of other stuff. So the market open here is a 1 minute chart, okay, NQ 1 minute chart, and they did a Judah swing, gone down next to new week opening gap, high almost there, and they just did a reversal from there, kind of reversal. So then I'm just trying to show that like how MNQ price and NQ price varies sometimes, and it just ruin your trade. So I was like, I was checking this one. So this is 9:30 open. So they basically closed on the top of that. So before that, let me show you a few things. Let me make it bigger. Yeah. So here, let's say. So it was the market was doing a Judah swing here. You can see already. So from 15 minutes, you can see where they are. They are to these legs, this gap, and then they already reached there. There is nothing after that. They can just cross a new week opening gap, and then they left like got quite a lot of liquidity from yesterday, previous day, all these things. But I don't know why. Maybe they're coming back. But it was funny, interesting price action anyways. So today they started here. They came down to trade 28th of May price, and then they was there, and then 9:30 open. Actually before 9:30, if you see, so it was, where was the 9:30 price? This is the 9:30 price, and then they did a what is it called, retracement. So before that, actually they created, this one was order block. Anyways, around 9:30 the order block doesn't matter, but I'm trying to say, like, so 9:30 open, they came to a specific area. Then they if you say 1 hour, look this gap. So they just reached here, so there is nothing after that. They could have gone down, but from there they did a little reversal. So this is the reversal. Let's say, let me just put the market, otherwise you will not understand what was there. Sorry guys, my fair value gaps are everywhere, but I like to see them like that. So let's say this is the 1 hour, even 15 minutes is there as well. You can see like 15 minutes, this is the chart. So basically 1 hour and 15 minutes, both the last gap they came, and then that area you can see in 1 minute they just touched it here. Then basically from there they just reversed, okay. So then they created a gap here. You can see, so this one was the if you see a order block, look, this two candle, they closed it there, and then after that they came back and they created a gap here. They're going up. So I mean, this is a 9:30 price, they closed it, so that means it's kind of showing bullishness, isn't it? But look at this area. So then if you see even 5 minutes, look, beautiful things, like, look, they closed it exactly on the top of that 5 minutes. Look, they created it. Let me take out these things that you will understand. So 5 minutes, there is a little gap here. Look here, they created, they closed on this order block. So this is the 9:30 price, okay. So let's say this one is the order block, so they closed it on the top of it. Then they retracing back to 5 minutes gap they created, okay. And this is the inverse as well. So they basically look, you can see the inverse gap as well if you check it. Look, this one. So it's kind of a BPR area. Let me change this one in a different color. So yeah, so kind of a BPR area, look, just came on the top of that, exactly on the top of that. And then from there, if you now go to 1 minute, so this is the area. So then I was waiting, like everybody should have waited for a order block. So look, it gave you the order block. 1 minute order block. Okay, look here. Did they give us? No, not first time. The second time they confirmed it. Okay, so then you thinking like, you know, as soon as they close, you can enter it from there, and then you can target higher time frame, whatever is there, you know, like a, if there is anything, let's say in 15 minutes what they have. Let me open up my, look, this one, this one could be an easy target from there, like low of this or midpoint of that, or you know, that one. I mean, these are, I mean, kind of like, because there is a volume imbalance, that's why, yeah, target should be here. Look, 602. So entry could be from there, and then from this area, and then they could go there anyways. So I'm just saying that the target, the trade was from there actually. So from there, if you enter, I mean, not that big trade, is very little, but let's say like this should be the ideal trading, but actually the trade should be from here anyways. And that's what I normally do. So this one became what? Let's say when they closed it there, so this one became a protected low. So 10 o'clock price is approaching. Look exactly here. So 10 o'clock. So 59, 9:59, 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock. Now come to the point. So I actually enter from there, because it's everything is saying that, you know, they should, because I know this. You could say, oh, why didn't you wait for like confirmation? This is the confirmation. Look, 5 minutes gap, 5 minutes inverse gap. If you go there, look, 5 minutes, remove this one, then you see better. So 5 minutes normal gap, 5 minutes inverse gap, they created this reversing from a specific area. 1 minute gave you order block, 5 minutes gave you order block. I mean, they returning from a 1 hour gap. Here already they created gaps here, you know, like, so I mean, it's definitely showing bullishness. Okay, so this is a retracement. You're not gonna enter from there. So I don't know how, but that's what I do, and my stop loss can be 25 points, you know. I mean, that is what it is anyways. The question is that, you know, like, I'm just trying to say, like, this should be a protected low. Okay, so according to like, they already traded everywhere. So now the point I'm trying to make is, like, let's say you are trading here. So in 1 minute, this should be a protected low. Look at in MNQ. So this is the MNQ 10 o'clock candle. So if it is a protected low in NQ, and this is a protected low, so that's what it took the trade from here, and believing that, okay, this is a good trade we entered, and they gave us like a, what is it called, order block in 1 minute. So this candle, they should not come under this order block anyways. This is a protected area. Look at this in MNQ. They came, stopped you, and then they doing their business. NQ didn't do nothing. So if, you know, I could afford, I would have traded with always with NQ. I love NQ to trade, because like, did you see the data is not like such a good trade, just stop you. Look at the amount of what is it called, fakeness it created. Look from there. I know it's boring, but, you know, look 60 how much, 73 points. So you are basically losing 73 points. Can you believe it? Because of these things. So let's say if you are in this trade and you are 73 points up, and this one could have taken out your 73 points. So like, in anybody could afford it, I think NQ is better. NQ chart, I mean, they don't fluctuate that much. So the MNQ is like, if you want to trade with low leverage, is perfect. That's what I have to do, because this is like a small account. But if I could go to a bigger account in future, maybe I'll trade with NQ as well. But this is a things, you know, it's not the first time we see this. Is the things I want to show you, that, you know, how they affect, you know, you trading. Such a good trading, but, you know, like, because of this week, you just given up money, like, you know, what is actually supposed to be actually ours, because you were right with the trade. And look at this trade, discontinuously, you know, did everything. This one is another things to talk about, but anyways, there is nothing to do with this. So nice to talk to you again. Look, but again, now you say, What is this one? But in MNQ there is nothing like that. I don't know what's going on because very volatile right now. You know, little bit earlier I saw in what is it called? ES had a very, I think it's a trading view program. They had a very ugly candle here somewhere. They removed it. Sorry for that. They were fixing it a little bit earlier. So this one could be a data error as far as I remember, because they had like trading view had some data issues, but that time what I showed you, this one is not like a data issue. It was just to like stop us out. So yeah, enjoy your time, and then I'll definitely update you about everything what I'm doing and everything, because I'm not like making videos and things like that because I was very busy last few days. I have to do lots of things in my personal life. I'm organizing myself. So after a long time talking to you, it was really nice. Hope you guys do well. If you need anything like any kind of information or anything, if I know, I'll definitely help you. In future, I'll come back again with new videos, and I'll try to update it like this, if I can. I'm just trying to like do little trades nowadays, to just to make sure that I've got a regular income coming in, so that like at least it's like a salary coming in. Then I'm learning, so the learning will continue, and we'll try to do better, like with lots of funding account and things like that. We'll try to do that as well. But now I'm like a I'm doing the things what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I've got a regular income. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll talk to you again, and you take care by this time. Okay. So hope you'll have a nice time, and I'll see you again.